What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Crossover Sparring Camp Cruiserweight / Light Heavyweight Champion here, and Crossover KLFI TV 35 Champion here. First ever wrestler to do history. First ever wrestler in history to do so. 8 years. Wow, 8 years. God, I feel old. From 2014 to 2022. 8 years. I made my debut in wrestling today, 8 years ago, January the 13th. Done a lot. I have done a lot. I've competed in the back of people's houses at backyard wrestling events. Competed in my first ever actual wrestling event. January of October 2022 or 2020. I have done a lot. I didn't win much. I mean, I won some, lost some, about even my 8 years. Met a whole lot of friends along the way. Bobby, first responder, Chase, David, Bishop, Tommy Backwoods, Terrence, Real Talk, Typlusion. Still I can't wait. May the 14th. Yeah, Lady in Red. First, Jaws of Life. Who else? Lady in Red. David and his family. Bishop and his family. It's just a whole lot of people, man. Whole lot of people. Whole lot of people I met along the way. Raiden and his cousin. John Kelly. William. Cora. Caveman. Met Ricky Long. A lot of people. 8 years. I'm sorry. I'm taking forever for me to say something, but it's wow. Can't believe it's been 8 years already. I mean, yeah, people are gonna say you haven't been in actual pro wrestling for 8 years, but still, wrestling's wrestling. At the end of the day, we're all here to do the same thing: entertain the crowd. Doesn't matter what type of training we had. I had training, not much, but I had 8 years of training. My version of training. Mick Foley had his own way of wrestling. I have my own way of wrestling. I don't wrestle pretty. Half of my matches end up with me going to the hospital afterwards. But it gets the job done. I protect my opponents protect me. 8 years, though. 8 years. God, I feel old. Feel old because of all the bumps I took. Losing the hair, too. 8 years, though. I can't wait. And I've done a lot of things those 8 years, too. For one, I had a crossover sparring match last year with Real Talk Boxing, which now that got to him starting his own promotion because of me and him. Mostly him. God gave him the idea from us. But no, and I forgot to mention, for the people who watched Real Talk Boxing's Instagram story, I forgot to mention one little detail that I felt bad about. I ain't the one that started this. God working through me is the one who had me. God working through me is the one who showed me the way to Real Talk. I wanted to do something. I've been wrestling for Terrence and New Hope and share medal for a little bit long. Maybe a couple matches, but I just wanted to do something to help everyone. That's why the Fairground Showdown's coming up, because this is going to be a first to many. I called out Real Talk Boxing because of him. I told God, in the thing, forgot to mention, because of God, all this is possible. God working through me. Not me. God working through me is the reason why all this is possible. Crossover sparring camp and everything. The reason why me and Real Talk met, and the reason why me and Typlusion met. So if it wasn't for God working through me, none of this would have been possible. Not me at all. God working through me. So thank God, but working through me. Don't thank me. Thank God working through me. It's confusing, but you know what I mean. And well, who knows? April 30th, my wrestling event, my first ever wrestling event that I'm hosting on, that I'm teaming up with a whole bunch of other wrestling companies that I know, and asking Real Talk if he'll let his crossover sparring camp brand be a part of it. But yeah, it's a lot of 8 years. I've done a lot, and I'm going to do more. And again, my goal is the same as it's always been as soon as I started this wrestling career. Go to WWE, if not WWE, somewhere big. AEW. Anywhere. My goal is to go there, prove all the naysayers wrong of me going there. And then when I go there, I got still a lot of stuff to prove to my naysayers. I gotta win a world champion. I will win a world champion of AEW. If not this year, it will be eventually. Because that's why I do what I do. I want to go there, and when I win that world title, when I win it, I will have proved all of my naysayers wrong for all the 8 years. I'm just, in their words, wrestling bag carrier material. I don't need to be a wrestler. I need to find an actual job. Wrestling's an actual job to me. So, same as it's always been. Go somewhere big, AEW. That's why this show, April 30th, that I'm putting on, it'll be me in the main event versus the Country Freak, another guy from Mena, Arkansas. I don't know where he's at. I think he's from the country. He's a Country Freak. But now, this show, April 30th, is for everyone, all the wrestlers, to show all the big major wrestling companies why they deserve to be in there. April 30th is the show where I get to prove to Tony Khan and Cody and all of AEW why I deserve to be in AEW. 8 years of doing this crap. 8 years. Put my body on the line for 8 years. Sorry, I'm getting a little emotional. I'm getting a little intense. 8 years. 8 years. You kind of get upset a little bit. 8 years of the naysayers saying I'm not wrestling material. I'll never make it to a big stage. I probably won't, and now the naysayers are saying I probably won't even last that long in crossover sparring camp. Probably Typlusion's going to beat me. Yeah, he might. I told Real Talk as soon as he started, I'm there to have fun. But yeah, if he beats me, I'm going to be the one who hands Typlusion the title. Now, but 8 years of the naysayers telling me that I don't look a wrestling part. I don't act a wrestling part. I don't give a damn. Alright? I act how I want to act. AEW, WWE, Ring of Honor Wrestling, all the big major wrestling companies. Watch this show April 30th at the Fairgrounds Showdowns in Mena, Arkansas. At the local fairgrounds in Mena, Arkansas. The Fairground Showdown. It'll be a night of wrestling, boxing, hopefully, and entertainment. And you mean damn sure I will kill myself and give one hell of a match to show AEW what I'm made of, and why I deserve to be in there, be on that stage. Yeet. Y'all have safe trip. Y'all take care and God bless. April 30th, come to the event, Mena, Arkansas, local fairgrounds, Polk County Fairgrounds. April 30th, $15 for the meet and greet, $10 for just the show. Meet and greet starts at 1. The show starts at meet and greet starts at 12 at noon. Show starts at 1. The show that I'm going to prove my naysayers wrong, hopefully. And I get to be and show. The show is why April 30th I get to show AEW. Why I deserve to be in their stage. So yeah, every big major wrestling company, watch this show April 30th. It's going to be, there's a whole lot of wrestlers that deserve to be on the shows. A whole lot of wrestlers are going to give it their all and show AEW and all the major wrestling companies what they're made of. Take care, guys.